Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. Kay here from At Home with Kay. And today I'm going to be working on my village, my Christmas village that I started working on in Christmas in July. What I did was I said that I was going to make my village using different jars and containers to make the little houses. I don't know what sparked this idea, but I just thought it would be a great idea. So as you saw, I have collected up some Bath and Body Works containers, a coffee container, another candle container, and hey, these are those picture frame stands that I used in my last DIY that I did the other day. And I just saved them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a fence. What I've done is I've painted everything white with my Waverly White chalk paint. And now I'm just going to take these just to make a little backdrop fence, you know, just so when I look at my village, it'll be something in the background. That's all. And what I did was I painted these little fence posts white, and I also got some popsicle sticks, and I'm just going to glue those on the back to help my fence stand up. Now, I'm just going to tell you, you see all those containers right there? I painted all of them white, but I'm not going to use all those for this DIY video because the painting that I'm doing is so detailed and everything. It just took too long, you know, and I wanted to get this video out. So I'm going to periodically paint one, and so by Christmas I'll have several of them done, and then I'll show you what the whole thing looks like, you know, sometime around Christmas. But today I'm just going to paint two of the containers, and I also have the one that I did in Christmas in July. I'm going to place in the final reveal along with these two. So what I'm doing here is I'm just adding glue, and I was using that Aleene's Tacky glue, but you know what? I needed something a little more permanent because I'm kind of crunched for time. So I'm going to use hot glue to get it to stick right now, you know? And I had painted these popsicle sticks white and then didn't even use it on the right side. I had to flip it over. But anyways, that's what I'm doing here. So just watch as this little fence comes together. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of my antique wax, and just to give it a little bit of dimension on this fence, I'm just going to paint the edges with some brown, just brown wax, and along the top, the bottom, and give it some streaks across the center. This is my first Christmas DIY of the season. And, you know, I was just thinking I might flip back to one more fall, but right now I'm moving ahead to Christmas. Have you guys started doing your Christmas DIYs yet? So what I'm doing here is I took the taller candle jar, and this was already frosted from the store. This is one of those candles from Walmart. It smelled so good. Um, it was already frosted, so that was excellent. I didn't have to paint this one. So what I'm painting on here is I'm just going to paint evergreen trees all around the base of this candle jar. All around the base, I'm just going to use this green paint, and I'm going to make just stippling some trees onto the bottom all the way around until I get to the other side. And once I get to the other side, I got interrupted here, guys. My daughter came over, so I had to stop and come back to what I was doing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some gold stars after that. And you'll just watch as I bring this together. I got paint all over my hands when I was painting these jars. My hands look terrible. Oh my God. Sometimes I wear gloves, but I don't know. The paint just comes right off when you use soap and water, though. Hot soap and water, that is. And see, this is what it looks like once I have all the trees done all the way around. Now I couldn't find a little piece of sponge, so I'm just using a little piece of paper towel and I'm just stippling snow all around the base of the trees. I'm going to do that around the base of the trees and around the top of the jar, the top lip of the jar, so that when the lid is on, it will look like snow is up there as well. What the idea that I had was that I was going to put candles in here, but I couldn't find my tea light candles and I just wanted to hurry. So I did find my string lights and I used those instead, and you'll see that at the end. Now I'm going to take the gold paint and I'm just going to stipple on some stars. Well, I'm just going to paint on some stars at the top of each of the trees, and then this DIY will be done. So next, this is the other candle jar that I'm going to do here. And this one, I'm going to just make it look like a little house. I'm going to do windows, I'm going to do doors, and things like that, you know, all the way around. And I'm just using black paint. In a way, I wish I would have started with brown because it was less harsh. But we'll just do the black and I'll paint over it as much as I can. But I'm just painting over all of the white, and I'm going to change. You see how now inside the window is white? I'm going to change all that as well. And in a couple of the windows, I'm going to put some Christmas trees. I want to take this time to thank all my subscribers for coming back and watching my video, as well as my new subscribers. I'd like to welcome you to the channel, and I thank you all for joining me today and for always coming back and being so supportive. And here, as you can see, I'm just painting some little shutters on the outside of the windows. I sure wish I hadn't used black, but I'm going to paint over those shutters to tone that black down a little bit. And see, I painted over the shutters with a little bit of my pink paint, and then I placed a door, and then inside of the window I used a little bit of white, like antique white or ivory, with a hint of yellow to make it look like a glow of a lamp or something, you know, or glow of some Christmas lights. Now back here on the sides where the blank areas are, I'm just going to make a larger window and another door, and then we'll move on to our next step. And how I'm going to tone down the harshness of that black is I'm going to take, after you see how I painted the shutters pink on the other side, I'm going to do that to all of them. But then how I stippled that white paint around the edges of the Christmas trees, I'm going to do that to this too. I'm going to do it around the windows and everywhere. And basically, it's just going to look like snow covered on those window sills and all around the window and the shutters and everywhere. And you're going to be able to see that at the final reveal, because I honestly think I didn't film myself doing that, but you will see it when I get to the end of the video. So now what I'm going to do, all around the bottom of this little house, I'm going to paint bricks. And I'm just going to do one red line and then another one slightly over. And I'm going to do that all the way around. And this DIY is basically done. But on my lid, I am going to embellish the lid with a piece of pine and a little, what do you call it? A piece of pine and just some type of Christmas floral. You guys will see that at the end of the video, which is coming right now. And here we are at the end, and you see how I stippled the paint around the top to make it look like snow. Now that I put the lights in there, you can't see that I actually did that around all the windowsills as well. And see, I just put the little lights in there. And the fence, I even put some of that, those pine leaves around the little fence. And this, the red house is the one, the bakery, I did that Christmas in July. And see, I was going to put candles in there, but I think the lights work just as well, I think. And I'm going to do a couple more of these jars. I think I have 2 more left that I'm going to do. And then after that, I have to see how many more I'm going to do, because I'm going to have the area to display these in that's large enough, you know. But I think this turned out cute. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think this is a silly idea or a funny idea or what? Let me know what you guys think. And I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me here today. Remember, if you're not a subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button to join the family. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And remember, when you can't find the sunshine, to always be the sunshine.